it's Sarah Jane from Access Your True Nature with today's tool. And today I'd like to share with you a process called Cortices technique. And what this does is it balances the left-right body-mind. And in today's society, where most of us are living on stress all the time, including your animals who are picking up all of your stress as well, it's a great little technique that you can do anywhere, anytime. I like to do it in the mornings before I get out of bed. And anytime that you just feel that you're stressed or anxious, or that it's just getting to be too much for you and your child or your animal, please try this technique out. It's from Body Talk. And for more information on that system, you can go to www.bodytalksystem.com, or there's a lot of information about it and the Parama Body Talk, which I practice in my clinic. So are you ready for Cortices? It's really, really easy. And this, by the way, is a really, really great one to use for anybody that's in shock. I had a little girl that was at a birthday party with my daughter, and she got shocked on the electric fence, and she really her whole body went into a lot of stress and obviously the trauma and drama that was going on around her from her parents and everything. So, you know, I just sat down and I started running the Cortices technique on her and told her to take a couple of really deep breaths. And within finishing the process, she was back to normal and running around playing with her friends. So remember, it's a really, really good one to use as a first aid technique on your animals or anybody that shows up that may require contribution from you. So what we're going to do is take your one hand and you're going to put it at the back of your head on where you bend your neck. And then with your other hand, please, you must tap on both sides of the brain. We don't want to just tap on the one side, we want to wake up the whole brain. So spread your fingers and just tap very, very lightly and take a few deep breaths and tap on your heart complex. So that basically what we're asking to happen here is for the brain to wake up and for the heart to store the change. And you can do this for 2 or 3 breath cycles. And then what you're going to do is you're going to walk your hand up and keep on going for 2 breaths per cycle until you basically have covered the whole of the head. And it's just a very gentle technique. Animals really love this, especially dogs, because they just think they're getting a nice extra pat. But again, it's a really good process to use just to get you out of this stress so that your amygdala can rest. And you just keep on going. So when you've covered the whole head, you're going to finish on the forehead like this. And then if you're doing this on somebody else, ask them if they can to put their hands on the side, so on the side temporal lobes. And then if you're doing it on yourself, just take one hand off and you can tap and breathe and tap again and breathe and put your hand back. And if someone else is holding the sides of their own head, you can tap at the same time on the head and the heart complex. And that really is the Cortices technique in its simplicity. So try it and let me know what shows up for you. Post your comments on my Facebook page. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy using the Cortices technique.